Warning: the No AC Only Fans podcast may include content not suited for non-mature audiences who can't take a joke. We would like to apologize to absolutely fucking nobody. Enjoy.
Welcome in to the No AC Only Fans podcast with your host, Big Crispy, aka Big Simpin, aka Big Pimp. Tyler Gup, sit across the table like always. It's my main man, Christian Ktlyn.
Hey, what up, people? We big chilling today. We big pimping and big simping.
Just got back from the Ragorama.
Yeah, we had to get some new dope pieces.
Hell yeah. I feel like I'm looking fly in this little old United jersey with these glasses.
Oh,
these black joints right here. These bitches go hard too, my dude.
Hey, just stacking up new shit for your pimp hands.
True that. Anyways, we hope everybody enjoyed last week's episode and the couple of fun little things we put out lately with the music or some shit.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to create another list of those, by the way, because it's a Wednesday.
Yeah.
You gonna bring you up a list? You want to do the Fridays top 5, the feel good Fridays?
I could do that.
I think I might do a different one. I might do a little bit of Heartbreak Hotels top 5.
Oh shit! Okay.
At least that for the people to watch. There, I know those music joints went hard on the internet, bro.
Yep.
Anyways,
still getting views.
I want to start off real quick just with a video that reminded me a lot of our boy. And I just know you're gonna love this shit, bro. I know you're gonna love it.
I am a thug, run up on me, I'ma give you a hug. I'm just straight up sucker, shorty, I'm not in love. I run from the ops, I run from the cops. You is a daze, you is wavy. I'ma shoot my shot like I'm in the Navy. Call me Kobe Bryant, I'm wavy. Shorty, you know I'ma give you the snack.
Bro, that motherfucker got some big ass titties, bro.
Who does that make?
That reminds me of a particular individual that we know.
Exactly.
But I think that motherfucker goes harder.
That motherfucker goes harder, don't he? I think he's a little bit better than the old man.
Maybe if we get him on, the podcast will really blow up. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. Shit. So we want to get into your topic here that you wanted to tell me about that we were saving for the podcast. What went down?
So you know those motherfuckers that you first meet, like there's a little bit of an introduction, and then all of a sudden they start telling you everything about their life.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole conversation with this dude, we was working together or whatever. I was helping him out. And at first, the first thing he said to me was, he goes, you watch YouTube? I was like, yeah. He goes, you ever heard of Monster? And I was like, nah. He goes, dude, you look just like him. I'm like, shit, all right, well, what the hell does he do? He's like, oh, he plays video games, blah, blah, blah. That's beside the point. Anyway, so, you know how I am. I like to talk to people to pass the fucking time of the shit work, but, he starts talking and and he's like, yeah, well, I got in a little bit of legal trouble. And I was like, I can't wait to hear this. He didn't technically specify what he did, but he was just, basically telling me about how his whole life had been shit. So anyway, he starts talking and he's like, you know something? He goes, you ever hear about them people that they get pill sick? I was like, what? Them people that snort oxys and do a little bit of heroin and stuff, and you hear about them getting sick when they stop? And I was like, yeah, withdrawal. And he goes, I ain't never had that.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, well, damn. I was like, was like, yeah, I never really fuck with pills, you know. That was just one thing I never wanted to do. He's like, well, I always did little amounts to where I would never get sick.
Yeah.
So little did I know, he talks a little bit more and he's like, yeah, I snorted pills every single day for 10 years.
Damn,
and
bro.
I would stop and I'd never get dope sick. And then he kind of pauses for a minute and he goes, I really like uppers. I'm like, okay. I was like, oh yeah, what do you like? He goes, well, I really do like Adderall when I can get a hold of them. I also like cocaine, but he's like, when I come down off them Adderalls, I get real suicidal. I'm like, holy fuck, man, what? He goes, yeah, I just really get in my head and I really think about killing myself. I'm like, and then I was like, yeah, I used to take those when I was a little kid. I was get prescribed them. He goes, you still get them?
Damn,
like, God damn, man. After you just told me that it makes you suicidal, why the hell would I let you get some of those? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, the point is why the fuck do you want to tell everybody your life story? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't fucking know me. I might leave from talking to you and go put all your information on a podcast.
That's exactly what we're going to do.
Exactly.
We don't give a fuck.
So it's just like, and I know everybody listening to this right now knows of a bunch of motherfuckers that they've met. It's usually at a job or, you know, in a bar. They'll tell you their whole life story. Like, I don't know who you are as a person. I don't know if you could be a complete piece of shit. I mean, when I meet you, I'm not going to automatically assume that. But to be real, you really could be. And
how are you going to be
how are you going to be a piece of shit and tell everybody about your life? You know? And then he started to talk about how he had 3 kids.
Damn, 3 kids with 3 different women?
He had 3 kids and 3 teeth.
Oh, God, bro.
He was the Ruthless and the Toothless.
Ruthless and the Toothless. Man, that's fucked up, bro.
It's just, like, it's like you talk to these motherfuckers that have been really bad on drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them got a fucked up ass story. But, like, I kind of want to hear, like, when you're talking to somebody that's been on drugs, like, I want to hear a success story. You know, they always want to talk about all the bad stuff, but there's plenty of people out here that have been addicted to drugs and came out of it and became very successful.
True, but I think a lot of those people's stories are told.
They are told, you're right. But the only thing we see are some cracked out motherfuckers with no shoes on out front of the Turkey Hill wilding.
Yeah, that was pretty sad, Brett. That was pretty
We
sad.
did see that about an hour ago, as a matter of fact.
That was something else, man. Poor guy, man. Had no shoes. Looked like he got sunburned, 10 ways to Sunday, man.
He looked like he was talking to the church choir.
Church choir, Jesus, man. Let's just say, don't end up on High Street fucking in front of Turkey Hill with no shoes on, wigging out. That's just the moral of the story, let's be honest.
Damn, we're close to a campus. You're the reason why Christina wasn't allowed to go to Ohio State.
Why? Because of crackheads?
Yeah, hell yeah. Can't even go out at night. You get mugged or your key is stolen. Either one.
Yep. Or they'll just break your glass window and then you won't clean it up for months. Man.
Oh, and I would like to go ahead and tell you guys, be on the lookout for the poop dollar prank.
Oh.
That we are going to do that very soon because college move-in is pretty soon. We're going to get some motherfuckers. So be on the lookout for that. That's coming real soon.
True that.
I'd say that'll be up in September sometime.
Maybe. I got another video for you, which is kind of, we're talking about piece of shit people. This is
gotta love
kind of a little funny. Nice little short one.
Gonna be a hoe on the internet, then ask shit like, where's my Prince Charming? Bitch, I just bought pictures of your bumpy ass nipples for $7.99. Prince Charming probably did the same shit. Realized that ass wasn't worth a cheddar biscuit basket at Red Lobster.
Damn.
California queefing.
God
And
damn.
said he bought that bitch's shit for $4.
Nah, Prince Charming probably scrolled on fucking Facebook and was like, yeah, I can't bring that home to
Hey,
mom.
speaking about just because that video in general, so somebody I know tweeted out something about like how you gonna post your baby and your pussy on your same Twitter page. That's so disgusting.
Bro, for
Something
real,
like
they
that.
do that shit.
And this girl, like, she literally sent me the link to this girl's page, and this bitch here in Columbus fucking had literally like her tits and her pussy in one picture, and then the next picture was of her daughter.
Oh
And
my
fucking, like
god.
a 4-year-old kid, bro.
That's
Make a second page, man. Don't be putting your,
damn.
your fucking family with your adult business on the same page. You know what I mean? Keep that shit anonymous. Do what you want to do, but keep it anonymous. You know what I mean? Don't put your face out there.
Don't have your daughter's kindergarten teacher on the same page that you post shit for creepy Phil to buy your feet pics on.
Yeah, bro. Come on, you gotta be better than that out here, people. Gotta get better than that. Shit.
Do you really want creepy Phil to know your daughter goes to Stardust Elementary School? God damn.
Hey, speaking about that too, speaking about more fucking fucked up things when it comes to elementaries and shit like that, I seen a post on Facebook over there off of Sawmill Road, baby. Fucking 3 children were found wandering in the street in the middle of the fucking Sawmill Road, right outside of the Teaching Tree Academy or some shit like this.
Yeah, I know where that's at.
And some fucking bystanders had to stop traffic and everything and call the police. And then the daycare worker ran out the building, grabbed the kids, and went inside and locked themselves inside and refused to talk to the police or anything.
Jesus, what?
Yeah. Bro, after their dumbasses wasn't paying attention to the kids, they got out in the middle of the road. Them kids could have been dead.
Bro. What kind of fucking daycare is that?
I wouldn't be sending my kids there, bro. You know what? I would, like, how are you going to explain that to the fucking, like, parents and shit that all take their kids there?
Well, speaking of some fucked up ass shit I seen on Facebook, some savage shit. There's that chick that fucking, that's got a couple kids and went to Miami or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And got her car wrecked and got stranded or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So she made a status about how that bitch who wrecked her car, that's her friend, owed her and shit. And you saw the comment that said, actually, if anybody's at fault, it's you, because if you're going to let somebody drive your car, they need to be insured under your insurance, or they're not liable.
Yep.
So if anybody's at fault, it's your dumbass.
Yep.
Like, you fucked up. I mean, there's nobody to blame but you.
Nah, bro, it was definitely their fault. I mean, it's just one of those things. I was laughing at it, too, because everybody in the comments was roasting that girl. And they're like, nah. And she had to make a defense post, and she was like, fuck y'all. It's not even about the money. It's the principle. Or some bullshit like that.
The principle is she's fucked.
Yep, that is true, too. Shit. We got another little video here I wanted to show you before we get back into our topics.
Adventuring.
Where are you adventuring to?
Places I haven't been before. I just want to get to level 9.
What's at level 9?
It's one past level 8.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm not a man, I'm a turtle.
I would have thought you were a man.
Well, at first I thought I was a level 4 alligator, but I'm a level 9 turtle.
That dude was fucked up.
That motherfucker don't
Trip.
know where he's at. He thinks he's in level 8.
He was fucked up, Trip. And we got one more video here before we move back into the topics. And this is
Please don't
this
tell
is
Mark. It's so
a
embarrassing.
long one, a little bit.
No, I won't. I won't say anything.
You promise me.
No, I promise you. I'm not going to say anything.
If you TikTok, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
I would never do that.
So yesterday, I was at my boyfriend's parents' house, swimming in the pool. And I invited my friend and my mom came and she said, oh, I bought new seat covers for the car, but I need your help putting them on the car. I was like, all right, I'll help you. So I got out of the pool, I walked over to her car, like bending over the seat. I have to pull the seat, the backs of the seat, to put the cover on, whatever.
Yeah.
And I felt the urge to fart. So I proceeded to fart. But it ended up being a shark. I started to cry because one, I pooped on my mom's new seat covers. And two, when I stood out in the road on this very busy street that they live on, I had poop running down my leg.
Jesus. What poor son of a bitch.
Laughing, and it's not funny.
That is hysterical, honey. I'm sorry.
You are terrible. Mario, it was like the worst experience of my life. I had to fucking tell my friend, run over into the backyard, and she was like, well, if his family asks, like, why, what do I say? And I'm like, I don't know, just say I, like, got my period or something. It's less embarrassing that I just shit my fucking pants on their fucking driveway.
Oh my God.
So she grabbed me my towel, she grabbed my keys. My mom drove my car while I was sitting on a fucking towel that I now have to throw out because it's covered in my feces.
Oh my.
And my mom had to bring me home so I can go take a shower, and I threw that bathing suit out because, I mean, like, honestly, even if I washed it, who wants to wear that again?
Bro,
Mario!
What? I'm sorry.
She had a full-on dookie, bro. That ain't a shark. That's a dookie.
Let me tell you, fucking Jesus be a goddamn fucking diaper.
Bro, that's a full-on dookie. That's not a shark. If there's shit running down your leg, and that's a dookie.
If you gotta go to the fucking whatever, yeah, you definitely shit yourself at that point.
That's a dookie.
That is a dookie. That is a straight duke.
That's a full-on grandma dookie right there.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what I've done.
Yeah, that's the real question.
I probably would have went and sat in a chair and made a patty.
Where's the worst place you can shit yourself?
The worst place? Ooh. Probably at a water park.
A water park? Why do you say a water park?
Bruh.
I think you can get away with it at a water park. Just blame it on some kid.
Not if you got poop in your pants, bruh. How the fuck are you gonna blame it on a kid?
I feel like if you shit yourself on an airplane or something like that, that'd be pretty bad, bro.
That'd be bad, but it depends on what you're wearing. If you're wearing pants, you'd be all right.
What if you're at the gym and you're like lifting or some shit? You just
that's bad. Dookie on the floor. God damn.
So you try to do a squat or something, you shit yourself.
That's unfortunate as hell. What if you did it in the steam room?
That's really fucked up. Or you do it at the bar's bathroom, then try to throw your underwear in the pants and then get caught up.
Nah, you wipe your ass with the tidy whities and then you throw it away. And they get you on camera and then you still deny it. That's some fucked up shit.
Poor bastards.
Oh, I feel bad for him. Probably gonna die, cirrhosis or some shit.
Well, when you put it that way, fuck, man. Shit, what'd you have on a topic?
Man, I had an emotional ass couple days ago.
Why is that?
Because, man, I was just really in my feelings.
Yeah? What was you in your feelings about?
And I got to thinking about, that the whole idea that, like, toxic family members get a pass because they're family, because people will say that, family over everything, family is the most important thing. even though sometimes it's better to cut off toxic family members and keep them around just for the sole idea that they're family.
True.
Yeah. I mean, it just, I still get upset about my mom sometimes and the shit she be doing still to this day.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard when they're a repeat offender, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That shit gets annoying as fuck.
Yeah, but it doesn't ever make it any easier.
Nope.
It should, but it doesn't.
It's almost impossible to make it easier. It is what it is.
Why you think that?
It's just because, like, it's just kind of fucked up, you know what I mean? Like, no matter what, you're still, like, even if they try to make things better, bro, like, what you going to be good for, like, a month and then shit goes back to normal? You know what I mean? That fucking hurts worse than anything else.
I think it's just emotionally draining.
That's true.
I don't know. I think
fuck that.
It's hard to cut off toxic family members just because, like, it's harder to cut off family because of other family, like, say for the instances of holidays, just, get-togethers and shit, they're still going to be there, you know what I mean? So you really don't have much of a choice.
Shit, my family done cut off everybody a while ago. I mean, I want to, like, it kind of sounds stupid, but, like, I wish I could cut off some of my family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's, like, a lot of my family that, like, I just can't stand, man.
Yeah.
Like, I hate being around them. Like, that was, like, we went to, what was it? Fucking, what was it? Was it Thanksgiving? It was either Thanksgiving or Christmas, something like that. And, bro, like, my fucking cousins are so, like, love them to death, whatever, but, man, they are just so fucking weird, bro. They're so weird, and I just can't stand that shit.
Yeah, but they probably think you're hella weird.
Nah, bro, like, they're super abnormal, and they're just, like...
Abnormal? What do you mean abnormal?
It irritates me, because they don't have, like, a filter, and, like, they say weird shit, like... Bro, like, my mom stood up, you know what I mean, or some shit from the couch the one time, and my aunt's, like, he's not even, I guess he's my uncle, whatever, but I don't really consider him my uncle, because he's fucking weird, but he literally was like, oh, he goes, I bet that seat over there is warm and smells real nice.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, what the fuck, bro? And then my fucking other cousin made a comment, too, which he has like, something wrong with him. He has
he gets a pass.
I mean, I don't know if he gets a pass, but he's just got a little something with him.
She's not retarded, but she's in the vicinity.
You know what I mean, but like, it's just a little something, and he was just saying some shit, and I just was like thinking to myself, like, damn, like, I really can't deal with this shit. And then fucking my other cousin, bro, him and the other one was holding hands and shit, and doing all this
brother,
weird ass
first
shit.
cousin,
yeah,
loving?
Looked like it, bro.
Oh,
and then,
God.
but you know what's funny? He has a wife. So his wife is goofy as fuck too, and bro, they've had to move in with their mama like 7 times. They get an apartment, they get evicted, and then they have to move back in with their parents, bro. It's embarrassing. It's happened like 10 times. I'm sick of it, bro.
God damn.
I can't be dealing with that side of the family. I went there. I was supposed to be there for 2 hours. I stood about 30, 45 minutes. I said, I gotta leave.
That's why you always gotta take your own whip there.
I did. I took my own whip and then I came over here to do the podcast after because I couldn't deal with it, bro. I couldn't. I was over it.
Back to fucked up family. Remember that thing I sent you this week about that girl posted on Facebook? Why is my family so fucked up? My grandpa just messaged me and said he's got pictures of my OnlyFans.
Yeah, what was up with that?
I don't know.
She got OnlyFans and he was just saving the pictures on his phone?
Yeah, texting her saying that he liked them.
I mean,
her own grandpa.
Can you blame the old man? He's probably horned up, bro.
But that's his granddaughter.
Yeah,
the fuck?
When you 80, 90 years old, bro, you don't give a fuck anymore.
Bro, how sick?
I don't think they. I just fucking hit my thing. I don't think motherfuckers care when you get that age, bro. Them old people in them nursing homes, they're horny little fuckers, bro. They always be trying to. Okay, you see all those videos online of them like trying to jerk it to the nurses and shit like that.
What if he's 65?
If he's 65, then yeah, that's common.
So what he's trying to say
you're
is...
still a little bit saying at 65. I think once you hit that 75, 80 mark, you're.
So what
you're
he's
good.
trying to say is, as soon as you hit a certain age, your moral compass just goes out the window, and anything goes.
Yes, that's exactly
anything goes at 80.
Yes,
anything goes.
Anything goes. I think at 80, bro. You're probably, dude. If you're not in a nursing home, who else is taking care of you? Probably one of your children.
Bro,
and if you have a daughter, she's probably scrubbing your junk every day.
At 80
and you're probably getting a boner from it. I bet you $100.
Well,
them old fucks.
Our good friend that we know, his grandfather's 80.
Yeah.
And he ain't like that.
Yeah, because he's got some wits to him. He's still good. He's healthy. We're talking like deteriorated, bro. We're talking about like...
We're talking about
a situation that happened. So I got to explain this situation. It was kind of funny. It was a story that I heard from some people recently. It has to deal with an old person. So a certain somebody and somebody else went to dinner, or not even dinner. I think it was like lunch or some shit at a certain place out towards where I live.
Mm-hmm.
And when they sat down, apparently there's this old guy, probably like 80, 85, somewhere in that range, that could barely even like fucking feed himself, bro. And apparently there was an older woman sitting across from him, probably, like late 50s, 60s, somewhere around there.
Okay.
And she apparently was cussing at him the whole time.
Goddamn.
Talking about how, oh, you're a piece of shit. You were supposed to bathe yesterday. You didn't bathe. And like, you're such a lazy fuck and yada, yada, yada. Like just ripping on this old man. And, like it was bad, like bad to the point where like you should never treat a human being that way. And I guess some random lady in the restaurant stepped up and said something, right? And said, I've seen people treat dogs better than you're treating that man or whatever. And fucking basically the lady got pissed off and stormed out the restaurant and brought her husband inside. So then her husband goes up and starts yelling at the lady, a different lady than what was the one that originally made that comment. He started yelling at a different lady, and then the lady that said the comment stood up and was like, nah, I said that shit about your wife, and she is treating him like shit, blah, blah, blah. So he comes over there, and that dude starts getting in that bitch's face.
Oh, shit.
And then that bitch's husband stands up, and then they start getting into it, tussling or whatever.
Tussling?
And then they get knocked into the certain somebody's lap. And...
Who is the certain somebody?
You know them as, Graham and Leo.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and they got tossed into Leo's lap there, and then he fucking grabbed the dude by the collar, and, Graham was like, yo, just put his ass down, blah, blah, blah. And he put him down or something, and then they, like, took it outside, dude. The ladies that made the comments husband fucking grabbed that dude that came in by his neck and his belt and lifted him up and fucking carried the dude out the restaurant.
Oh my God. So what about the old man?
The old man apparently sat there, was eating through the whole thing. He didn't give a fuck. He just kept eating. And they said he stood up at one point when they told him when they were getting dragged outside. They were like, we gotta go. And he stood up and then he sat back down and kept eating. The motherfucker did not give two fucks,
Obviously,
bro.
that shit happens quite often.
That's the funny thing. They asked the waitress, they go, what the hell happened? They go, they come in here every week. This happens almost every week.
Jesus Christ, man.
Like, at what point do you just ban them motherfuckers from the restaurant, bro, if they're causing that much of a disturbance every week?
Well, there's only a couple good ones over.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Fuck, I'm scratching my glass. Shit.
I feel like at what point of when you're participating in elderly care do you just give up? You know what I mean? And
as the elderly or the caregiver?
As the caregiver.
I don't think you can.
Let some professionals handle it.
Oh yeah, you're talking about it as like family member,
home health care or some shit like that.
I don't know. There's definitely point. I gotta tell this story now too because it has to do with old people. So a good friend of mine from up north used to work in a nursing home, and I used to play Magic with this guy. And he fucking came in the one night and he goes, "Bro, you'll never believe some shit I just seen." I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "This old lady fell in the bathroom or some shit, right?" And he had to go in there with somebody else to pick her up and carry her back to her bed. And he said as he picked this woman up, bro, her whole uterus fell out of her body. It was dragging behind her on the ground like a sack.
What?
So that shit, apparently, I didn't know this, but it's super common. When you get so old that like everything detaches in there and like your uterus can fall out, bro, like and you like have to put it back in you. And it was like dragging on the ground like one of those like slappy.
Oh
like,
my God.
You know what I'm talking about? Those little sticky hands that like he was dragging on the ground like that.
Oh no. That is sad.
I was like, you're fucking with me. He goes, "No, bro." He's like, "We always have to pick that shit up and put it back inside."
Isn't that supposed to be like a surgical procedure or something?
No, bro. You just pick it up. You just fucking feed it back.
Tough it back. Just go ahead and
go ahead
and tuck that button back up in the pussy.
Yeah,
Jesus.
You feed the line. I don't know what it is. The fallopian tubes. You feed them back into the body, and then you shove the uterus back up in.
Oh my God! This is kind of fucked up to say, but do you feel like some of them might enjoy that?
Maybe, bro. At that age, maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know if you get your rocks off at that age as a woman.
I know you do as a man.
Yeah, but I don't know how it is for women at that age.
Wait, but you hear about all them old people fucking in the nursing homes?
Maybe it's the truth then. I figured it was always just the men that get
Maybe
older.
KYing it up and let's go.
Shit, you know what it is. KY
jelly. If you like dick and you like it slick.
All right, I got one more video, and then I think we're going to take a quick commercial break. This is pretty funny. It's about, like, basically getting caught cheating.
Oh, boy.
But it's just a funny argument.
Listen, I'm tired of your ugly-ass friends dissing me when you catch me cheating. How you gonna be ugly and a bitch? They need to pick a struggle. Hey, my name's Aaron, and I'm literally not a manipulative boyfriend. My girlfriend just has a weak mindset. Listen, Jenna. After I cheated on you, you switched up. This relationship ain't the same no more. People ask me why I cheat on my girlfriend if she makes me happy. If you think one girl makes me happy, how happy do you think 4 girls will make me? It's simple fucking math.
You need to apologize to Jenna.
Hell no. She said we were forever. And then she broke up with me because I cheated on her? I don't apologize to fucking liars. I'm so fucking tired of her fat friends trying to argue with me. I'm not going to argue with someone I can outrun. I can leave the situation whenever I please.
Hey, you got a point.
That's fucked up, bro.
That is so fucked up.
It's fucked up.
We do not condone cheating. And
yeah, cheating's bad.
Cheating's really bad.
Don't do it.
It could really hurt a motherfucker.
But
and then they could take an Adderall and become suicidal.
At what point though, like we've talked about, cheating's always been kind of a topic on here. But nowadays with social media and stuff, it's so easy to cheat.
Yep.
And it's like, at what point in a relationship do you like call it quits? You know what I mean? Like if you catch your man or woman like kind of flirting with somebody online, a lot of people, that happens a lot, right? In a lot of couples, and somehow they stay together. I don't understand that, man.
Nah, fuck all that. Especially if you ain't married.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think it just depends. Like, obviously, you know what I mean? If your girl's flirting with motherfuckers online to get money out of them, that's one thing. But if your fucking girl's, you know, like, if that's her job, you know what I mean? That's a side hustle of hers, sure. But if your girl's just doing it to cheat on you, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, and she ain't bringing home no bacon from doing it.
Yeah, shit. You know, at least bring home some bacon, bruh. These joints are so fucking hard, bruh.
I don't know, bro. I couldn't deal with that.
You don't think you could deal with it? Jesus Christ, chill.
I couldn't deal with it.
I don't. You couldn't deal with what part?
Just couldn't deal with the
cheating, or
the sexual and emotionally investing in a man, even if she doesn't know him. You know what I mean? For money.
Well, I don't think you're. How are you sexually investing in them?
I mean, you kind of got to act like it.
Yeah, but you're just playing. Yeah, I mean, you really don't have to act like it. You're saying like so you're saying directly messaging somebody is different than like just posting it in general. So if your girl just wanted to post like,
yeah, but some of them
say
guys
they just
pay
wanted to
that
OnlyFans
subscription just so they can talk to them too.
Yeah, but what if they just don't talk to them?
Okay, but
what if they just message them back and they like hit them up and be like, hey, I want to buy blah blah blah, and then they're like, all right, bet.
So
send the money?
Would you be that boyfriend that'd be like, well, let me see what you're doing on there? Like, are you talking to the?
I don't really give a fuck, because at the end of the day, as long as she ain't leaving your ass, what does it matter?
I guess it's all about
you
your
gotta
outlook.
have trust, bro. I think in a situation like that, you have to have a lot of trust.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, you have to have trust,
because that's kind of pushing the. How would I say it? That's kind of pushing the envelope. It's like pushing the envelope of social standards and what's the norm.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, like, I think that's also been a struggle with like relationships in general. Because like, look how many porn stars could never be in a relationship because of like what they do.
Well, that, and I think a lot of motherfuckers would be embarrassed to be with them.
Why would you be embarrassed?
I don't know, because like everybody does.
That's what I don't understand though. It's like because people like, I think people have that misconception of porn because they don't shoot porn for like every day. You know what I mean? They shoot like a scene of fucking every week or every 2 weeks or some shit like that. I mean, that's normal.
And people a lot of people see porn as wrong anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but what if like, I guess, yeah, they see it as wrong, but like, would you be more comfortable if your girl was only doing like girl shit and not dude shit?
I wouldn't be really comfortable if we're doing anything.
I guess I get it. But unless you're involved, or that's still no. It's just you and her.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Just kind of depends.
Because you dance around it all the time. Shit, I'll be slinging my balls up on the internet for about $7.99. I don't give a fuck.
Oh.
Shit. Catch me up on there doing a little something dirty. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, it's all about, it's all about your preferences, I guess.
Shit. I mean, nobody's going to know it's me.
What if they did?
What if they did? I don't give a fuck. If somebody approached me and go, hey, man, I was up, I caught your porno last night, blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, and? Did you beat your meat too? Like, shit, you rub one out to me?
Shit.
Girl, like, I don't give a fuck, bro. It is what it is. That's how you have to not give a fuck in that point.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You make content or anything, any content creator, I think you just have to not be embarrassed about, like, it's like a confidence thing. Like, you're not embarrassed about who sees your shit. You're just like, yeah, and cool. Thanks for supporting the cause.
I get what you're saying. I don't really give a shit about who watches the podcast and watches our videos and shit like that.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing, but I'd put it into different categories.
Well, because it's a little more
I think
personal.
It's a little more personal. Yes.
I mean, I get that. But we talk about a lot of personal shit on here, too. We've had a lot of personal moments.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. I don't blame anybody for doing it, but I understand why they're like... But there are a lot of relationships out there where, like, if your girl does it, like, you're involved in it in some sort of way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
of course.
I think that's the only way to keep it not as, like, hard. Like, if it was just her doing shit and you never were involved in it, then, yeah, that's probably fucked up. But, like, if you're involved in it and you know about it, then, I mean, like, what can you do? At least you're the only one you know she's fucking.
I feel like making content like that would be a lot easier once you have a big name for yourself.
What do you mean? You don't think it's as easy as like a nobody?
Yeah, because like Because once you have a name for yourself, it's like it's going to be a sure thing money maker. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
but like that's the point of like grinding it out though. It's just anything else. Even if you're a small nobody, at least you know nobody's gonna know. Like, yeah, when you get famous, there's probably 1,000 people that want to know what the fuck your dick look like.
Exactly.
But I mean, there's also people that want to know what your dick look like when you're not famous. So it is what it is.
Yeah, you're right. But I don't know. I just kind of like the better odds situation.
You just want to make the most money, and that's a way to you to capitalize on money. You don't want to, you're basically trying to make it seem like you don't want to go through the struggle of like having to build a business.
Not off sexual content, no.
That's weird to me. It's just like any other business. I just feel like, you know, you're already doing it. Might as well share it. What the fuck, you know, make some money on it.
But your bedroom shit is the most personal thing you have, you know? The most personal. I think that's more personal.
True. It is the most personal, and I don't blame people. I don't blame people that don't do it, and I don't blame people that do it.
Yeah, I don't blame people for doing it.
It's you do you and have whatever makes you happy or whatever. But I mean, there's benefits to it and there's negatives to it. But that's with everything in life. So
well, that's kind of. Do you feel like people that have an OnlyFans? I'd like to see the statistics of people who have OnlyFans. And the psychological problems that they have.
What do you mean the psychological?
Because think about it, like a lot of strippers have a lot of psychological problems.
Why do you say they have
mental health issues?
You think they have like
they do have a lot of
major mental health issues?
They have a lot of mental health issues.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
I know a couple.
Not all of them. But you know what I want to see like.
I get what you're saying. There's some type of emotional trauma that.
Yeah, some type of trauma. They just
don't give a fuck about sharing
mental
themselves.
health problems, disorders. I'd like to know the statistics, and I'm not sitting here talking shit or anything. But I would really like to know.
I don't know if we'll ever get those statistics.
Well, maybe we won't. Maybe we. I mean, there might have been a study.
There might have. You're right.
Because if you think about some of the people that we see on Facebook that got OnlyFans and post shit, they got some issues.
A little, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Now that you're thinking about it.
No, I mean, there's definitely a couple that got some issues, man. But like, I don't think it's every single one.
It's definitely not. There's no 100% of anything.
No, I think a lot of sane people do. I think it's just people that have like that. It's more of like that horny person. I don't know if that's the right way to like. They just like they like to show off. It's the attention, like the attention seeking personality almost that like to do it because they like the compliments and they like the whatever.
Because they're secretly super insecure.
Yeah, I get that, and I mean that's the thing too. Is like a lot of people, if you notice, like with Reddit and stuff, a lot of people use that shit as more of like a confidence booster than they do like making money.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people. There's so many people on there that just post to post, and they don't post to make money. They don't post for, like, they don't have an OnlyFans. They don't have anything. They just post because they want the confidence boost.
Have you gotten any comments on yours? Like, I love me a Big Papa.
Everybody loves them Big Crispy, you know, every now and then. You know what I mean? Shit. You just got to know your target audience, what you're trying to target.
What's your target audience?
What do you mean? If it was me, my target audience obviously is some fat boy lovers.
Okay.
You know, somebody that loves a big man, you know, can put it down, slanging it.
I get it.
And you know, girls are going to fall for like your beard and shit like that. And, you know, you're like a Frank Gallagher type. So these women.
Hey.
You're going to pull all those rich moms. It's like, how much you make last year? $0.
It ain't like that. It's more they like a good rugged man.
Good rugged man.
Yep.
Right. You're right. You got to play to your crowd, baby.
Yeah.
Play to your crowd.
Everybody likes something.
All right. You ready to take a quick commercial break here for a second? And we'll be right back with the people.
We right back, babies.
And we bite.
We back, babies.
You know what it is. We getting back into the groove of things. What's up next, Christian?
So, this is something that I was thinking about the other day, and I wanted your take on. I don't know if you've noticed, but I feel like we're living in a fucking episode of South Park.
Why do you say
At
that?
all time. Just like the framework of society, I feel like is just gradually getting worse. You know, school shootings, people not giving a fuck. They're fucked up on drugs. Nobody respects America, blah, 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 blah. People, it seems as though people aren't proud to be Americans anymore.
Right.
And I got to thinking, and what do you think the reason is? Like, why do you think the world just continues to get worse?
Why do I think the world continues to get worse?
What is your reasoning?
Because I honestly think the world just continues to get worse because everything in the world basically needs to be handed to everybody at all times nowadays. And I think it honestly keeps getting worse because people keep demanding more and more and more out of society in general. And it's shit that, like, they shouldn't be like, you know what I mean? Like, there's to a point, everybody, be equal on shit like that. But when you start tearing down your own people because they don't fit into your, box or whatever, that's when things start going wrong. And, shit keeps happening. You're dividing the country, you're dividing the people. And I think people get over it real quick and then they just flip out and then they kill these people and they fuck them up and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like that. You're basically pushing people to a brink at all times. And like, we've kind of dealt with that. And that's why you see like a lot of these people, look how many like it's sad to say, but look how many like gay nightclubs, like that gay nightclub that got shot up and shit like that. Like usually these people that are targeting people are like people that are fucking up people that are usually the people that are bitching about shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just, I'm not trying to like single out that community or single out anybody or like that side of whatever, but it's usually like the one side pushes the other side too far and then some fucking crazy motherfucker on the other side ends up doing something bad.
Yeah.
And it's just like, if people learn just to get along and not give a shit about anything, then like we would be good. But the problem is like one side wants you to fit into their roles, and then but they also can't compromise on anything else either. You know what I mean? So like they want you to compromise with them, but you're not allowed to have your own opinion about anything, and they will never compromise with you. So it's like a one-way street, and it's never going to work that way. And I think people just get fed up, man. I think if I was in that situation, I think if I was dealing with some bullshit every single day, I'd eventually get so fed up that I snapped. I mean, that's how everybody is. We're human beings. It's just natural. You get fed up with your job enough, you quit. You get fed up with somebody, you break up with them. You get fed up. There's always something that happens because you just reach a boiling point with motherfuckers.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And everybody's just, there's no sense of, there's no humbleness nowadays. And the people that are humble, they get treated like shit. And it's like the good people out there get treated like shit. And the people that, like actually just want to have fun in life and shit like that, like you can't even do that either. Like you're basically like trapped nowadays. You can't do anything. And you have to worry about everybody else's feelings when the only feelings you should be worried about is your own goddamn feelings. And you shouldn't have to worry about anybody else being upset because of what you like to do or what you want to do.
Or what you said.
Yeah, I mean, just fuck it. Who gives a fuck? Back in the day, it was, you didn't like somebody, you didn't like them. It was simple as that.
Yeah.
Shit. Move on. You don't have to be friends with them. You don't have to talk to them. You ain't living with them. Unless it impacts your life directly, 100%, like affects you personally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason to give a fuck.
I agree.
Just don't. Who cares?
Also, I think, a lot of people say that religion is a bad thing, but I think religion for the framework of society is very beneficial because also at the same time, like statistically, the world is getting shittier and the statistic of regular churchgoers and people that say they belong to a religious group continues to go down. So I just feel like it's a moral thing. Like people don't have morals anymore. And, having morals is, the difference between you doing something wrong and something right.
That's true.
So when there's no more like religious framework in your life, because that shit, regardless of what people say, you know, some people say, oh, it teaches you to hate people, blah, blah, blah. But I don't really agree with that. I mean, yes, there are some fundamentalists, you know, like some Southern Baptists and shit like that. They're kind of hateful. But at the same time, they still teach their kids to do right and be nice. You know, they might go home and talk shit about you, but that's in the, you know, closeted in their own home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, to boil it all down, I think the framework of our society not being involved with God is just horrible for our society. Regardless of what people say, I don't really give a shit. You know, there's going to be so many people that say, oh, well, you can be atheist and you can.
Well, I mean, I think that's also changing too, because if you actually look at it nowadays, there's actually a lot of churches that are LGBTQ.
Yeah, exactly.
Nowadays.
Exactly.
It's because I think people are starting to learn, like, hey, we shouldn't really give a shit about what X, Y, and Z things. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to go to the same church as somebody else. And if you don't want to go to a church that supports LGBTQ, that's your choice. It's whatever. But, like, at the same time, it's like, don't fucking hate on that in church because they're allowing people like that in. Just let them be, bro.
Everybody should be allowed in the house of God.
Well, that's the problem. And I think that's what the issue is with religion. Why so many of those people have issues with it is because there are so many people in religious groups that hate on other,
like
people
understand.
like that, because that's what they were taught from the religious group.
Yeah.
So, like, you just have to find the balance of, like, okay, you know, we're friendly in that aspect, and we also don't hate on those people. Like, you know, it says love thy neighbor no matter what. I mean, fucking, you can't tell me you ain't ever sinned in your life, Becky. You know what I mean? Fuck.
I just think it gives people hope.
Yeah, just, like, let them be, man. Like, who gives a fuck, for real? And, like, that's the thing is, I think it's so hard to pick a side nowadays because it's, like, no matter what, there's always going to be goods and bads from each side of the perspective. There's going to be things that, like, yeah, I like this. And then there's going to be things like, yeah, I really don't like this, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, it's like, that's your choice to make, you know, and then you're choosing the lesser of two evils is basically what we deal with.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'll use this as a example. I actually went by a humongous ass mosque the other day. It's over in Dublin, and it's a beautiful fucking building. And I just thought about, I know there's a lot of fucked up ass people that drive by this and think, oh my God, like, this is so fucked up. They shouldn't be here, you know. And there's some radicalists that probably go by and think about, oh, I'd love to blow that motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just shit like that. Like, you know, and my thought was, wow, this is a beautiful building. Like, and they were having a big cookout. And I know if I would have walked over there, they would have welcomed me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just the way churches and shit should be. It shouldn't be them singling you out or them thinking you don't belong here. But, like, this is a house of God. And God loves everybody.
True with that. And I mean, you just can't deny it, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. You can't, you know. People need to just learn to not judge other people about what they do. I mean, you don't have to like everything they do.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to, like, make this about religion or anything. Like, I don't care what your religion is or anything. I just really strongly feel like one of the reasons why the framework of society is going to shit is because God is getting less and less. And I'm not saying Christian, I'm talking about just in general, like, just, I don't know, just a lot of, and the devil's work.
The devil's work? Hey, so we get the devil's work all the time, huh?
God.
Shit. I mean,
people giving in to temptation.
I mean, I can't blame them, man. Fucking temptation's hard not to give into, bro.
Yeah,
it's really hard not to give into.
We all make mistakes.
True that. True that.
think accountability is something that a lot of people don't have. Like, nobody wants to be held accountable for the fucked up shit they do, or they don't want to admit that they were wrong. Like, you were wrong. I'm wrong all the fucking time. I try to admit when I'm wrong, and I try to see other people's sides because I know I fuck up. Everybody fucks up. That's the thing. But there's so many people out there that want to be a victim and never want to admit the fact that they messed up. We're human. We all mess up.
That's true. I mean, people want to see other people's mistakes, but they never want to see their own. Basically how you put it.
Pretty much.
You know, your shit don't stink. That's the good old saying.
I don't know. I've been trying to like be better about certain things that I do, especially my outlook on life. And like, I realize that, I don't know, I just have always, I guess it's just, it boils down to kind of how I was raised a little bit. Like, there's always something better. Like, don't be complacent. Like, I'm trying to be more satisfied with what I have.
Yeah.
And it's hard to do, but like, I'm trying to be, but I don't want to be complacent either at the same time.
Right.
But I know I'm not the only person that struggles with that. Like, sometimes you just need to take a step back and realize, damn, like, I got this. I worked for it. I have it. You know, I'm better off than where I was. And I know that I should strive to have something better or be better, whatever it is, whether it's making more money or, you know, having a nicer home, having a nicer car, whatever, materialistic things. But at the same time, you should step back and just be happy that you're 2 steps forward from where you were a year or 2 ago.
Right.
And be happy about the journey, because life is all about a journey. And it's not a race.
That is true.
Life's not a race. I gotta pace it.
Ooh. I mean, you're 100% right on that one. And like I said, it's one of those things. It's you just have to strive to do better. Because like at the end of the day, you got to think about it. You have to humble yourself, right? Because you got to think there's somebody that can't afford what I have that is wishing they have what I have, and there's people ahead of me that have shit that I wish I had. You know what I mean? So there's always somebody that's going to be wanting what you have, and then you're always going to be wanting something that somebody else has. Well, you should just enjoy what you have, because you should focus more on the people under you than the people above you.
Well, just think about the motherfuckers that are jealous of the shit we have.
True.
Like our podcast studio equipment and shit like that. Like being able to go to a professional studio. And
I mean, we was at that point before, man. I remember like watching YouTube when I was younger and be like, damn, man, I wish I had the money for a camera, and I wish I had money to do X, Y, and Z. And it's like, shit, now we kind of grown and we got that money. We kind of, do it to do what we want to do.
I mean, I think about it like we were both at a point when we first started this podcast where we had a little bit of extra money, in the account.
Yeah, if you think about it, like shit, I mean, what led up to the podcast is like, from going from like living in my car at one point for a couple weeks, and shit, and then getting my own apartment up north or whatever, being miserable for 2 years, bro, to like making a decision to just say fuck it and come back to Columbus, and then like meeting up again, and then like not, basically being broke, living with my mamas and shit again, and then now, I got my own fucking 3-bedroom house and shit.
Hell
like
yeah.
that. And we doing good, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like we went from the rags to riches, It's not even riches, but it's like
aspect, yeah.
It's riches to us, fuck. We're enjoying it.
And we got thousands of people listening to our shit.
That is true, bro.
Can we talk about the future thing that just happened? Can we talk about that?
Oh, our sponsorship?
Yeah,
deal?
we got a sponsorship.
So we did end up getting a sponsorship. We'll talk about more about it when everything comes in and shit. I don't want to give away name yet, but we got some product in the mail, so you're gonna see like us actually our first legit sponsorship that we got and everything. We appreciate them dearly, and it was funny because it was, I didn't even reach out to these people, man. It was somebody from there that reached out to me and was like, yo, I watch the podcast every week. I think you guys are hilarious, blah, blah, blah. My company really wants to work with you. Like, we would love to send you some shit. And it's like, you know, give us the address and we'll send it away and shit. Packages coming in the mail.
I'm very appreciative of, you know, somebody valuing the product that we put out pretty much and our content and, you know, wanting to collaborate with us. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said, I can't wait to test their product and shout out to them and stuff like that and talk about them. And hopefully we do more business in the future. And
hell yeah,
we can grow a business relationship with these people and just keep doing, you know, different shit with them because I mean, they seem like cool ass people. They got cool ass. Their website was really nice. I mean, they had a lot of good products and shit like that. So we'll see how it goes.
Can't wait to try it out. Honestly.
Well, yes, man. Be on the lookout for that. Hopefully next episode, hopefully the package will be here by then and we can enjoy it all together.
I'm stoked.
Fuck yeah.
Our first of many sponsorships.
Yeah, and if you do want to sponsorship us or like you want to be involved in the podcast in some sort of way, whether you may want to try to be a guest or you want to submit some videos or you want to submit a story anonymously or something, hit us up at noaconlyfans@gmail.com. That is all one word, noaconlyfans@gmail.com.
Also, for all our Good Pods listeners out there, we would greatly appreciate you sharing our stuff on there, giving us 5-star reviews and commenting because you know how that app is basically like a social media. You share it, a bunch of people see it. We would love reviews on that just to get, because we made the list again. We grew a little bit.
We actually made it on 3 categories this time, not just one, and we grew from the category we were originally and then stacked ourselves up on a couple more. So we just I'm excited to see what next month brings and what our, you know, statistics are on there for next month.
It's awesome. You know, that's an app that we didn't really think about.
I'm just thankful for everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody that tunes in every single week or whatever, whether, you know, you tune in, it's your first time, it's your 50th time, you know, your 3rd time, it doesn't matter. I appreciate everybody that comes back and listens. And, you know, there may be people that just listen to see what we're up to and hate on it. And there may be people that listen and, you know, fucking actually enjoy us. But at the end of the day, I love either one of them. I really don't give a fuck. Thanks for watching. You know what I mean? Like, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting us, whether it's good or bad. I mean, I'm not going to be mad at you because you hate us and you watch because you want to talk shit or whatever.
I don't care.
I have to be mad about? I really don't give a crap. Yeah. And that's the thing that pisses people off the most, I think, man. And I love it.
Yeah, me too.
I really like, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of sounds cocky and shit in a way, but like, I really don't give a fuck what somebody negative has to say because at the end of the day, you're going to have to deal with it eventually. And like, people are always going to talk shit. There's always going to be somebody that talks shit. So it's easier just to realize like, that shit don't matter.
Don't even look at the comments. Fuck it.
I don't give a fuck. And the people that do comment, shout out to Erica because I hope she listens all the way through. And here's the shit. She's been commenting on like every single video, so thank you for that lately.
As soon as it comes out, too.
Yeah, thanks for the birthday wishes and shit. We appreciate you always for being a homie and listening.
You're a real MVP,
even though we really haven't seen her or talked to her too often, which kind of sucks. You know what I mean? We'll have to all get together again sometime.
Damn straight.
But yeah, man, you know what I mean? Just cool ass people and keep those people in your life because eventually one day, you know, things are going to blow up and we're going to take those good people along and leave them haters behind.
Yep. Next thing you know, the fam's going to be employed.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be fun.
It's going to be so fun.
It's going to be fun. Anyways, you want to get into the closing statement and then we'll wrap it up with Song of the Day?
Well, all I got to say is, you know, respect the journey, the rags to riches. You're not going to, you don't automatically start on step 5. You got to start at step 1 and you got to enjoy step 3 through 4 on your journey to get to step 5.
Yep.
And it's not about where you start. It's where you finish. Life ain't a race. You got to pace it. Just like the good Mike said. So enjoy it. I mean, enjoy every moment. Try to make the best of it. And I know there's a lot of listeners out there that might be going through some things. Just ask for help if you need any type of psychological help. Talk to a homie. You could reach out to us. Shit, our loyal listeners, we'd love to take the time to talk to you if you need it. And that's all I got to say. Just keep grinding it out. It's going to be worth it in the end.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. And, it's not going to take a day. It's not going to take a week. Sometimes it might take 2, maybe 2 years, maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5, maybe 10. Don't matter. Just keep on the grind. And don't be afraid to put out shit, man. Well, that's the thing, too, is, like Misha said and shit like that when we were talking with her, which I seen her the other day, thankfully. And she's going to text me the sneak peeks of the shit. It's about finished. She was going to shoot that to my way and shit of some things that are going on there. And we're going to meet up with her again soon and do some shit. But like, just like she said, you know what I mean? Just put out your shit and don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks about it. Because at the end of the day, you're doing it for you. It makes you happy. You're not there to make somebody else happy. Even though I want to make other people happy, I'm not there to make other people happy. I'm there to enjoy it my damn self.
Yeah.
So
you're right.
Do you, boo. Shit.
I'm happy. Shit.
Yeah. So what is going on with Song of the Day today, Christian? You already forget it?
Okay, never mind.
It's
Song of the Day is Broken Hearted by Mo or Mo3. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but anyway, rest in peace.
Oh shit, did he pass?
He passed away.
When did this happen?
I think last year.
Damn, bro. So, anyways, this is Mo3.
Good night, babies.
Broken Hearted. We'll see you right back here again next
Friday.